Beware, there's a long bit of dialogue here.
Miss Walker, I presume. Have you had a good journey?
Everything went very smoothly. Thank you.
Do take a seat, Miss Walker, please.
For the sake of all of you, I'm going to let them speak, bring out the full extent of what they have to say, at least in the crucial elements of the conversation. If it gets a little bland, I might skip a little bit, but there is some important stuff in this one.
I imagine you are aware of the business that brings me here.
Of course, I was waiting for you.
Okay, so usually mission is what we have to say.
Miss Walker, I am afraid that the sale of the Vorarlberg factory is not as straightforward as it first seemed.
No, it's not.
Whoa there. Everything was agreed. We'd obtained Anna Vorarlberg's consent, and her death does absolutely nothing to invalidate that. Now I have to be back in New York the day after tomorrow, Maître Alfontaire. My client and I are impatient to seal this deal.
Maître Alfontaire.
I understand. Only too well, Miss Walker.
Maybe it's an unmarried version of
there is a
Mister?
An heir.
I don't know. I don't know French culture. I'm sorry.
An heir? But Madame Vorarlberg never married, as far as I know. And in my last conversation with her, she absolutely never mentioned this detail.
Miss Walker, believe me, I was more surprised than you are. Anna Vorarlberg sent me a letter 2 days before she died. Understand, Miss Walker, that had I known about this earlier, I would have informed you. I shall read you the document in my possession.
Here we go. See what Anna had to say.
I am so very old. It seems that today life is slipping away from me more quickly than I imagined, and I fear that I will not be of this world to sign the tip of a contract for my dear factory. So I must make this confession to you now. My brother Hans is still alive. It would not surprise me if you find this difficult to believe, but it is indeed the truth. You must remember his death, his funeral too, even though you were very young at the time. It was but a sordid charade dreamt up by our father. To him, the very idea that his only son should wish to leave Baladinen and abandon the family business was unbearable. When Hans left, he preferred to think him dead and make everybody else believe this too. He obliged me to bear this terrible secret as well. I repeat that Hans is still alive, so when I die, it is he who becomes the sole and rightful heir of our factory.
Wow.
Okay, I see. If Hans Vorarlberg is not dead after all, then I just have to sign the contracts with him. I suppose you've already contacted him? Where can I reach him?
Nothing is ever that easy, Kate.
The second half of the letter informs us that Hans Vorarlberg is somewhere in Syberia. I will leave the document in your hands to read at your leisure.
Okay. So it's a little bit longer than he gave us, but it's all there if you want to read it. Okay.
Anna Vorarlberg had no further information to add?
Unfortunately not, Miss Walker. I have told you as much as I know. The situation in legal terms is now clear. If you want to conclude this sale, you have to find Hans Vorarlberg. Apparently, there is a body lying in the town cemetery. There also seems to be some ghost wandering around Syberia.
Syberia?
It seems you have your work cut out for you. Believe me, Miss Walker, when I say that I am most sorry for this regrettable setback. Most sorry.
Great. What now, then?
Yeah.
Perhaps you will find out more in the Vorarlberg factory archives. You will find the key in the waiting room. My role in this affair finishes here with the reading of this letter. And now, if you'll excuse me, I must rest.
Goodbye,
Okay.
sir.
So, that's interesting. Maybe it won't be as easy as we thought it would. Let's go and grab that key before we forget. And I suppose we need to head to the factory. See those papers she left for us. Put that giant key in your coat, Kate. Do it. Okay. Factory's back this way. It would be nice though. Seems a lovely day for just a nice slice of fresh bread or a bun, a nice pretzel. Sit on a bench and hear the birds.
Hello?
Kate?
Dan, I'm so pleased to hear your voice.
How are you, honey? Did you have a good journey? Have you settled in?
It was long, tiring, damp especially, but I'm okay. Especially when you...
Everything going as planned?
Yeah, I mean, well, not really. It's not exactly what I thought it would be. You know, everything's so different here.
Actually, while we're on the subject, I managed to free myself up tomorrow lunchtime. I'll come and meet you at the airport. I hope the flight from Paris won't be delayed. We're expected at the Goldbergs about 8 o'clock. I hope you have the time to take a shower and change, my poor honey bun.
Dan, I don't think the Goldbergs tomorrow night is really on.
No.
Don't worry, Kate. You'll be as perfect as ever. Anyway, you never have to wear much to look really great.
Well, aw.
Dan, I'm going to have to extend my stay here. There's one or two complications. You understand?
Kate, honey, what are you talking about? It's only a measly toy factory.
Measly?
The sale isn't going through as expected. I've got to stay a bit longer. Dan, you don't mind, do you?
But Katie, you can't do this to me. I mean, it's the Goldberg contract. There's millions of dollars on the line here.
I know, I'm sorry. You go ahead. Don't worry about me. I'll get back as soon as I can. I promise. Okay, I've got to go. I'll call you back soon. Love you, honey.
So that was Dan, Kate's fiancé, and he didn't sound too pleased about our stay being longer. Let's pop that key in there. Wind you up. And open the gate. Nice little cutscene for the gate opening. Seems a bit complicated for opening a gate, but there it is. Okay, so there are 4 ways to go. In my experience, I believe going here first would be beneficial. So let's head up there before going into the factory. Oh, watch for those stairs, Kate. They are a danger. Let's pull this lever and see what happens. There's a lot of that in this game. Pulling things, pressing things, moving things around, seeing what happens. But that's what you get with puzzle games. Okay, so it took in that thing, that container. I wonder what it had in it. Maybe oil or gas. Sinister change in the music. Okay, so I'm actually going to head here first. The factory is off to the left. Up there is another location. But here is the Vorarlberg house. And the front door is locked, but we can come around the back. We have to go to all these locations, but I'll do it in what I believe to be the best order. To prevent having to retrace my steps and to avoid running around aimlessly. Oh, look at this hedge maze. Oh, hello. Who might you be? Gardener,
Good
perhaps?
morning. You've got a magnificent garden here.
Too short.
Oh, please, don't talk about it. Since my gardener automaton broke down, there are weeds everywhere. You can't imagine how much work it takes me. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. We're not used to doing without our robot help here in Veladiland. But everybody says that we're going to have to get used to it.
So it sounds like there were even automaton gardeners. If you come this way, you just get a nice little view of the broken statue. Half of his head is gone. I said it's, not his. Okay, let's go into here. It's not as complicated as it seems. Around here there's just a locked gate. But if we come in here, there's this strange structure of some sort with a key. Okay. That's all that we can get from the maze. But if we head out, back to the house, it won't open the house itself, but as Kate is so wont to do, she will let herself in by other means than a simple door. Because Kate likes living the complicated life. Okay, so the key fits right in here. You'll see a lot of this shape in keys. It's a characteristic of the factory, of the trademark, sort of the factory. Looks like it leads up to the roof, and there's actually an open window up there. Let's go inside. See if we can find something about Anna, maybe? Oh, careful. Down in the attic. Strange place. Now we can look inside this desk. We get this strange ink bottle and a diary. I warn you, the diary is extremely long, so I'm going to flip through the pages. If you want to read it and take the time, I have a couple times, and it is actually quite interesting. You learn a lot of backstory and what happened before the factory was given over to Anna. There's a lot of interesting little tales in here. And I must say, I quite like her handwriting. There's a nice dried flower in there. There's a lot of pages. There's about 40 actually. Some more dried things. Okay, that's the end. I don't think I'll read it. If there's sudden demand for a bit of a bedtime story kind of video, I don't know, it's a bit weird, and I don't think anyone would respond to this, but if you're into that, I could maybe just make a video of me reading it. I speak specifically to Tears of Lions, my #1 fan. Silly girl. Okay, there's actually... You see, there's something etched in the wood here. Let's turn the light on. Oh, what is that? Footsteps? Momo? It's that boy.
Mammoth. You draw mammoths for Momo? Ah, Momo, it's you. You scared me.
What you said you wanted a mammoth? Why?
What are you doing in here? Momo want Mama's picture, like Han's picture. Sorry, I haven't got a picture of a mammoth with me. Take paper and pencil and draw mammoth for Momo. You don't give up easily, do you?
Okay, so he wants us to draw a mammoth from. Now, I don't know about Kate, but I myself...
Momo, I've got to go now. But see you later, maybe.
I myself do not draw well. So maybe we can utilize that mammoth back here in the wood. Okay, let's stick on the paper. You know that trick with leaves? You put a leaf under the paper and just scribble? Well, it seems to work. Oh, I'm going off the page a bit there, Kate. Seems to work. in this situation as well. So now we have a mammoth for Momo. Wonder what he wants with it. Okay, let's give it to him. There you go. There you go, man. Seems happy. Oh, gotta covertly put it back in his coat.
Thank you. Momo happy. Now follow Momo. Momo show his secret to Kate.
Secret? What kind of secret? Whoa, slow down there, boy. Can't follow you that quickly. Let's go, Kate. See what he wants to show us. Oh. Okay, so he went in this direction. What everyone wants to see? He wants us to see. Okay, he must have gone down this way. Where did he go? He just ran right ahead. There he is. Wait up! Silly boy.